So you're thinking about retiring in Europe? Good for you! It's a fantastic dream, one filled with visions of sipping espresso in a sun-drenched piazza or hiking through rolling green hills dotted with ancient farmhouses. But as you get closer to making that dream a reality, a fundamental question emerges. Do you envision your new life surrounded by the vibrant energy of a big city, or nestled in the quiet embrace of the countryside? This isn't just a choice of location, it's a choice between two very different yet equally rewarding ways of life. It's the classic dilemma of city lights versus country nights, deciding between a bustling metropolis like Lisbon or a sleepy village in Tuscany. Each path offers its own unique set of joys and challenges, and the right answer depends entirely on you. Are you someone who thrives on having world-class museums, theaters, a dozen different cuisines right outside your door? Or do you crave the peace of a morning walk where the only sounds are birdsong and the distant chime of a church bell? Thinking about what makes you truly happy on a day-to-day basis is the key to unlocking which version of the European dream is yours to live. This decision is about more than just personal preference. It has practical implications that will affect your budget, your health, your social life. Let's explore these two distinct lifestyles. We'll wander through the lively streets of Europe's great cities and meander through the quiet lanes of its charming villages. By understanding the pros and cons of each, you can start to paint a clearer picture of your ideal European retirement. For many American retirees, the magnetic pull of a European city is irresistible. Imagine waking up in an apartment in Paris, Vienna, or Rome, with centuries of history and art just a short stroll away. City life means unparalleled access to culture. Mornings, exploring the Uffizi in Florence. Afternoons, attending a classical concert in Prague. Evenings, enjoying avant-garde theater in Berlin. This constant cultural feast is a powerful draw. The city is a living museum. You have a lifetime pass. Beyond the arts, healthcare, and transportation, top-tier hospitals and specialists. This brings immense peace of mind. Public transportation is world-class. You can live a full and active life without ever needing a car. Trams, buses, subways take you from your neighborhood market to the central train station. High-speed rail connects the continent. Freedom from driving is liberating, but there are challenges. The biggest, cost of living. Housing in central districts can be expensive. Daily life costs more. Groceries, coffee, noise, and crowds are omnipresent. The same energy can be draining. Soundtracks, sirens, chatter, traffic. A far cry from a quiet suburban cul-de-sac. City living provides a ready-made social network with clubs, classes, and meetup groups, making the city an enduringly popular choice for a dynamic and engaging retirement. On the other side of the coin lies the idyllic charm of a small European town or village, French countryside, Spanish Pueblo Blanco, seaside village in Greece. The primary appeal here is a profound sense of peace and a much slower pace of life. Not by bus schedules, not by meeting times, but by the sun, the seasons, the local market day. The hustle and bustle of the city is replaced by a gentle quiet, offering a true escape and a chance to decompress in a beautiful natural setting. This is a life measured in conversations, not minutes. One of the most tangible benefits of village life is the significantly lower cost of living. Your retirement dollars will stretch much further here. Renting a rustic cottage, buying a small home to renovate, a glass of local wine at the village cafe, fresh produce from a neighboring farm. This financial freedom allows for a comfortable life on a more modest budget, leaving more money for travel, hobbies, or simply enjoying the good life without financial stress. However, this tranquil, affordable lifestyle comes with its own trade-offs, particularly regarding convenience and access. The biggest challenge is often transportation. Life in the countryside almost always requires a car for grocery shopping, for errands, and for exploring the region. While charming, this dependence on driving is a significant shift from the public transit-rich city. Furthermore, access to top-level healthcare can be a concern. While every village has a local doctor, specialized medical care and major hospitals might be an hour or more away, a crucial factor for retirees to consider as they plan for future health needs. The social fabric of a village offers something more intimate, the chance to truly integrate into local culture, offering a rich and authentic retirement experience. When Americans consider retiring to a city or the country, they're usually thinking about places like Florida or Arizona. But making that same choice in Europe involves a whole different set of considerations. The first and most important is the visa process. You can't just pack up and move. You'll need to navigate the residency requirements of your chosen country. It's a bureaucratic journey that requires patience, paperwork, proof of financial stability. This is a hurdle you simply don't face when moving from, say, Ohio to South Carolina. It's a crucial first step that shapes your entire plan. Another fundamental difference is the sheer age and density of the continent. In the United States, the distinction between city and country can mean vast distances. In Europe, everything is closer together. You can live in a quiet village in the Belgian countryside and still be just a 30-minute train ride from the heart of Brussels. This proximity means the choice isn't always as stark. You can enjoy the peace of country nights while still having easy access to city lights for museum hopping or a special dinner. This unique blend of accessibility is one of Europe's greatest retirement perks. The approach to healthcare also differs significantly. While city versus country access to specialists is a universal issue, the underlying system in Europe is different. Most European nations have excellent universal or public healthcare systems. As a legal resident, you'll typically pay into and gain access to that system, often at much lower cost than private U.S. insurance. That can be a huge financial and psychological relief for retirees. Understanding how you'll integrate into the National Health Service of your chosen country is a key piece of the retirement puzzle. Finally, the cultural immersion is deeper. Retiring in a European village isn't like moving to a small town in America. It's stepping into a culture shaped over thousands of years. Language, customs, food, daily rhythms. While this is part of the adventure, it requires a greater degree of adaptability. In the city, you can often get by with English and find familiar comforts. In the country, you'll need to make a real effort to learn the local language and customs. This challenge is also the greatest reward, offering a richness of experience that a domestic retirement simply can't match. Ultimately, the decision between a European city and a European village comes down to a very personal question. What does your perfect retirement day look like? Close your eyes and honestly picture it. Does your morning start with a brisk walk to a bustling cafe for a newspaper and a croissant, surrounded by the hum of a dozen languages? Or does it begin with a cup of coffee on your own terrace, overlooking a vineyard, with the only sound being the gentle breeze? Be specific. Imagine your afternoon. Imagine your evening. Imagine who you are spending your time with. The answer to this exercise holds the key to your happiness. If your ideal day is filled with spontaneity, deciding on a whim to see a new art exhibit, trying a new restaurant, or hopping on a train to a neighboring city, then the metropolis is likely your best fit. The city is for those who crave stimulation, variety, and the convenience of having the world at their fingertips. The higher cost and faster pace are simply the price of admission for a life filled with endless options for entertainment, learning, and socializing. For the active, culturally curious retiree, the city provides a stage for a dynamic and exciting third act. On the other hand, if your perfect day involves tending a small garden, taking a long walk through the woods, enjoying a leisurely 2-hour lunch with local friends, and settling in with a good book by the fireplace, then the countryside is calling your name. Village life is for those who seek peace, community, and a deep connection to their surroundings. It's for people who find joy in simplicity and who are willing to trade convenience for authenticity. The challenges of needing a car or being further from a major hospital are balanced by the immense rewards of a tranquil, affordable, and deeply fulfilling lifestyle. Remember, one of the great joys of Europe is that this choice isn't always permanent or exclusive. Because everything is so well connected, you can choose a home base in a quiet town and still be just a short, pleasant train ride away from the big city. You can have your country nights and still enjoy the city lights whenever you please. So don't get paralyzed by the decision. Instead, get excited. Think about what truly makes you happy, do your research, and then take the leap. Your perfect European retirement, whether it's on a grand boulevard or a quiet country lane, is waiting for you. Happy travels.